Kwamis, Kwamis, Kwamis. These are little creatures from the show Miraculous Ladybug. If you haven't watched the show and you're just watching this to see cute little creatures be humanized, or if you have watched the show and want to see your favorite characters be humanized, here we go. First, I'm doing Plague. He's supposed to be human, but I wanted to have some of his elements still represented. I haven't drawn it yet, but I'm giving him a jacket tied around his waist to represent his tail. Okay, here I'm drawing it right now. It's plaid because his name's Plague. Kinda cheesy, but I thought that would be cool. And I shaped his hair to kind of look like ears. I don't know if that really translated well, but you know what? I just tried it. And his eyes are supposed to make him look more mischievous, but it kind of making him look a little crazy. So I changed them later on. If you hadn't watched the show, he's supposed to represent a black cat, which is why I gave him cat ears. I think you can see that from the picture, but just letting you know. I'm just drawing a bit here, finishing up the details, doing the line art. Come with me. Here's where I changed the eyes to make it look more mischievous and playful rather than creepy. His main color palette is black and green. I used a little bit of gray and a little bit darker green in his eyes, but mainly that. His hair is supposed to be black, but I made it a bit more gray because I thought that would fit a bit better. Here he is. Tell me what you think in the comments. Next is Pollen. I wanted her to have an elegant look to her because in the show she kind of has that vibe. She has this fluff around her neck as a Kwami, so I wanted to demonstrate that as, I forgot what it's called, maybe a boa around her neck. I wanted her to look really fashionable and stylish like that. I gave her eyeshadow and things like that, but I didn't want her to look mean. At first she was looking a little bit snobbish and stuff. I didn't want her to be snobbish because all the Kwamis are pretty nice. So later on I changed her eye shape a little bit. In the line art I did that. I also wanted to represent the patterns on her head through braids. If you can't tell, her ponytail is braided. You represented her stinger through her dress, which will be yellow with a black stripe. Come with me. This is Pollen as a human. Tell me what you think. Now I'm doing Tiki. I wanted her to look very sweet because in the show she's like that. She talks in this little tiny voice and overall pretty cute. So I wanted to reflect that in this drawing with the pose I gave her. I gave her a little skirt, which is super cute, supposed to represent her polka dots, for a ladybug. I mean, ended up looking like Minnie Mouse, but it still worked. And I gave her the little pigtails to represent that little thing on her butt. I know, but I just didn't know where else to put it. Since she's supposed to represent a ladybug, I gave her a little ladybug on her shirt. She's super cute, and I'm loving the way she's turned out. The lineup was a little tricky on her because I kept doing it a little too thick and making it look a little too messy. But overall, I think it ended up looking really good. It didn't take a long time, which I'm grateful for because Plaid took forever. But I think that's because he was a boy, and I cannot draw boys most of the time. Come with me. And that's humanized Tiki. Tell me what you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe.